All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Wadash, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the men of the Lord that are prophesying, preaching and teaching on the highways and byways in sincerity and in truth. Shalom, Barakatam. And I'm going to say a few words on the importance of all of the positions in the camp, you know. I was thinking about title on this. There are no small positions in the camp. And the reason I want to say that, man, I was just speaking to the brother yesterday, man, about even the small things like holding a post, whether you're reading or whether you're the primary speaker or maybe you're a secondary speaker, and it varies depending on the size of the camp, but you got to realize that every position has its value, man. And the brother made an excellent point. 1 Corinthians 12 kind of speaks about that. When it's speaking about more of us as a body, really, as a whole, not just outside on highways and byways at camp, but just as a whole body. But it fits the same thing at the camp as well, too, because what are we doing out there, man? One guy is making sure the camera is working. One guy is holding up the posts. One guy brings the signs. One guy is speaking. One is, directing what precepts to hold, and and that's all set up by the order of the leader. And when you get a camp that is in unison, that are flowing through the same spirit, which the water for the Kansas City Great Millstone camp, where that is the case, then the spirit is more active, in between, each brother, so it requires less thought on how to on having to plan how things gonna go, because if the more active the spirit is and what's happening, the less thought you have to give into it, man. And that's essentially how a body works, man. How many of the functions in your body is you consciously thinking about it, man? A lot of the systems in our body is autonomous. Even breathing, we're not thinking about breathing. These things, just the spirit, the life that's in us, it does it on its own. If you encounter a pathogen, your body automatically has an immune response. If you cut yourself, your body automatically rushes blood to that area, and it starts clotting and scarring tissue and healing itself, basically, man. When you put food in your stomach, your body automatically starts making enzymes and breaking things down. All of these things, they happen on its own, because that's how a lot of the function of the body works, man. And we're a body, man. And imagine a body that's not alive. You can shove food down a corpse, but nothing's gonna happen, man. So, and that life has to be in it, and that's how camps are, man. A camp that doesn't have the spirit, it's not gonna flow. It's not gonna automatically move and do the things that it's supposed to do, on its own, and it's gonna be an uphill battle to get edification out, So, I just speaking on that briefly, but one of the reasons I came, I wanted to speak on it was because there was a couple weeks in a row, man, like the elder brother, our elder, Mahaloya, man, he's a very humble brother, man. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna just hold the post this week, as just, and nobody gave him any feedback or anything. It was just on his spirit to do it, because that's the kind of brother he is, man. And he ended up holding the signs, and what ended up happening is just something as small as just holding up the sign towards the highway, man. You have more people coming up, engaging us, people, whether they're scoffing or they have something positive to say. It ended up coming out as edification, man, and then the same thing again this past weekend at camp. The younger brother who's on the other side of the line, he usually helps out, man. He happened to just pick up one of the signs, of the Destruction of America sign, and he was holding it towards the highway, man. Something as basic as just holding the sign up. He wasn't thinking about it. He wasn't acting. He just had the sign in his hands. He was just being held up, And what happened, man? Some Edomite saw the sign. He slowed down, okay, and he ended up looking at the sign long enough that he ended up parking the car and he walked up to the camp, man. Now he was a devil, an Edomite, but we ended up dealing with this guy for like over 30 minutes, man. And that was a lot of edification that came out, man. That's that one small position of just something as simple as holding up a sign ended up in edification and to the larger body, man. You know, it engaged, you know. So that's why I wanted to press up on. If there's no really any small position, no matter what you're doing, brother, it doesn't matter what it is. Like if you're holding posts, you're reading it, you know, it's all, every part of the body is vital, man. It doesn't matter how small it may seem, man. You know, a pineal gland in your body is very, very tiny in size compared to say like a heart or a brain, or the rest of your brain, or you know maybe a stomach or a lung. But that doesn't mean it's not as important, man. Imagine not having a pineal gland. You're dead basically. You know. So that's how you have to look at it, man. But let me read Salakim going on here, but let me read 1 Corinthians 12 real quick. I'm gonna start at verse I just start at verse 15 for the sake of time. It says, if the foot shall say, because I am not the hand and I'm not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? All right, so you can't look at any particular task that you get. A brother may just say, hey, look, man, just make sure you upload the videos, and then that's it, you know. That's all part of it, man. It's all part of the ministry. We're all working together to accomplish the same goal, which is to wake up the elect and get the hell out of here. All right, it says in verse 16, and if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, were the hearing, where were the hearing? It says, if the whole were hearing, where were the smelling, man? All right. So that's a cut on guys that feel envious because they're not speaking. You know, people, yeah, it's normal to look at the guy that's speaking as a quote unquote more lofty position, but every brother can't speak, man. Because there's more parts to the body. As important as it is to be able to see, you can't forego hearing and smelling at the cost of you just wanting to be able to see, man. That the body requires all of these things for things to function, you know. So you can't just look at the brother that gets to read or speak and then not see the value in your own position, you know. Because that is how the Lord orchestrated this thing, man. We're a body, man, a body that's living, a living organism, man. All right. And so if the spirit is in that body, then the things are going to flow autonomously on their own, number one. But number two, they're all going to be doing different things. And what the eye's doing may seem small to the nose, and what the nose doing may seem insignificant to the ear. But when you pull yourself out and look collectively, they're all working together to do a common great thing, man. And that this past example at camp was a good example of that, man. You know, just holding that sign up the brother had, Edomite end up walking up, man. You know, and he got cut. You know, it says, but now hath the Most High set the members, every one of them, in the body as it had pleased him. All right, so this is the Lord set every brother up to do what he wants, as it pleases, man. You know, there's not the same type of cells in your liver as there is in your heart. There's not the same type of cells, you know, in your bloodstream as there is in your brain. They're all cells, but they're all different, man. They're different compositions. They serve to do different goals, do different things. All right. But they all serve each other in one way, form, or fashion, you know. It says, and if they were all one member, where were the body? All right, so this is important. But now are they many members, yet but one body? And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again the head of the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary, man. So you can't look at the lower levels of a camp and think that that's insignificant, man. Yeah, it may get more, it may get less glory, it may get less attention, and it may not be regarded as much, but it's still extremely valuable. Why? Because every part of the body, no part of the body is in vain, man. Every part of our body, it has a purpose, man. All right. You know, you can't be like Esau. Esau will tell you the appendix, oh, just cut it out. You know, you get appendicitis. Oh, you know, you don't need an appendix anyway. You know, just cut it out. No, man. The Lord created all the organs in our body for very specific reasons so we could live. All right. It says, verse 23, and those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, man. And that's what we're doing right now, man. The elder had in his spirit last week said, you know, I'm gonna take the lower position this week in the camp to hold up the sign, and people got condemned by doing that, man. You know, all just from honoring the positions that seem more feeble, like the scriptures say, you know. And that's a beautiful thing, man. You know, it says, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness, man. So the Lord, so just in this example we're reading here, the Lord did that same thing with the camp, man. He took the lower part of it, which is just holding up a sign. That's what brothers do when you kind of, you enter in, you're a new brother, you know. You do that, but he took that position and flipped it and we got the most value out of it, man. You know, that's the spirit that the lesson the Lord is giving us, man. All right. It says, for our comely parts have no need, but the Most High hath tempered the body together. All right. So now what the younger brother did, right, which you got that Edomite to come up, it allowed the elder, the leader of the camp, to deal with that Edomite, to cut him. All right. As well as the other brothers that are my elders in the camp, they jumped on them too, man. So that basically fed the top, you know, all from something the lower body did, man. You know, it says, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacked, that there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care for one another, man. And that's basically the main point, man. We need to look at everything in this truth as valuable, no matter how small it seems, no matter how less frequently it's talked about or discussed. You know, we gotta understand that it's all for the edification of the body, man. For the waking up of the elect. All right. It says, and whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it, or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it, man. And we rejoicing. I'm rejoicing that now, man. Just that position, you know. And I'm speaking mainly about the camp here, but you know, it translates to how, you know, the body is in general, you know. The spiritual body and the physical body, man. So I'll end it there, man. Hopefully this was edifying, man. It's on my spirit to speak on that, man, because this is just a very important thing, you know. So with that, hopefully you brothers were edified. Call hello Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachak, Wadash Wa, Abba Babal, and Shalom.